and Shannon Sharpe. Good morning, guys.
We love you, Miami. And I love it that so many Cowboy fans are here. This is my home away from home. Welcome.
You know this, Skip Bayless? The Cowboy fans are here. They should be at practice, watching practice. That's what they should be doing, right? That's what they should be doing. Yeah, that's what they should be doing.
Next year.
Next year.
Here we go.
We have such an amazing show, guys. Lil Wayne will be here later. I am going to see if you're ready to give back his Lambo. We'll see about that. I've been seeing you cruising around Miami.
I've been thinking I might just drive it back to L.A.
Okay. Yeah, good luck with that one.
I'm in for that. We also need to talk about Tom Brady and his cryptic photo.
Really?
What does he mean? Is he staying? Is he going? But of course, we will start by talking about the reason we are all here, Super Bowl 54, because we are getting so close to all the action. We are only 2 days away from the 49ers and the Chiefs kicking off here in Miami. Game predictions have been tight all week, as most are expecting a very close game. Shannon, it is time to make your official pick. In your opinion, who will win Super Bowl 54?
You are on the hot seat.
I'm on a very hot seat. And I've been going back and forth with this. And, Skip, you understand. I think everybody knows how I feel about Patrick Mahomes. I think he's the best quarterback in the league. I think he's the best player in the league. And if you look at the top 6 players from each team, I believe the top 6 players from the Chiefs are better than the top 6 players than the 49ers. But from top to bottom, I believe the 49ers have the better team. And I believe in the end, that's what will wear them down. Skip, look, I've known Kyle Shanahan since he was 10 years old, but that's not the sole reason why I'm picking them. I played for his father for 7. I played for his dad for 7 years. I know what Mike Shanahan is capable of. I'm not saying Andy Reid is not a good coach, but if you say come up with a game plan to beat a team after 2 weeks, I'm going to take Mike Shanahan. I'm going to take Mike and Kyle putting a game plan together to limit Patrick Mahomes' possessions. It's going to be a close game. I'm taking the over. The over-under is 54 points. I'm going way over. I've got the 49ers winning this ball game 33-31.
What?
I'm shocked.
I'm not changing my mind. You can't make me feel bad and make me change my mind.
I can't believe what I just heard.
Believe it.
I am dumbfounded. I am flabbergasted. I am stupefied. I am blindsided by the fact that my man, the Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe, just flipped his pick again. I'm never flip Skip. And wait a minute, you're either way Shay. It's either way. Whatever bandwagon, you catch bandwagons the way most people catch buses. Right?
I don't care.
Am I right?
No.
So all week long, stop it, all season long, I have had to sit across from you hearing about Patrick Mahomes, boy. Patrick Mahomes Jordan. He is now the Michael Jordan of this NFL. You did say that. You co-signed on it. You know it, and I know it. This was Coronation Week. I was getting to the point where I expected you to give his induction speech on the field before Sunday's game, a zero ballot Hall of Famer. We are going to induct Patrick Mahomes before he played in his first Super Bowl into the Hall of Fame. That's what I keep hearing from you. And now, on Super Bowl Friday, you have jumped ship on Mahomes boy? I don't get it. Well, why would you? But I do get it because, wait a minute. Who was it who brought up to you on Tuesday, sitting right here, there's this coach of the coach on the other side, a coach named Mike Shanahan, who guided you to your first 2 Super Bowl rings.
That is correct.
And to me, Mike Shanahan is beyond Andy Reid as a play caller and an offensive strategist.
No
he just
question.
is.
Yes.
As great as Andy Reid has been, and that's debatable, Mike Shanahan is the real deal.
He is.
And Mike Shanahan is the unofficial head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. Once upon a time, older Cowboy fans will remember this. Remember, Mike was the offensive coordinator of the 49ers through my glory days back in Dallas, 92, 93, 94,
right,
when 49ers Cowboys met in 3 straight NFC championship games. My team won the first two, but Mike's team, Mike Shanahan's team, won the third one. Again, it was the rubber match, you could call it. And they went on to just wipe out the Chargers in the Super Bowl. And Steve Young he broke through and got the, as he kept saying, monkey off his back and won a Super Bowl.
Correct.
But that was Mike Shanahan as the coordinator. So now his son is calling the plays, but Mike had 2 weeks to strategize with his son. And I told you that's a force of nature.
It is.
So you were stuck between Rock, Patrick Mahomes Jordan, and a hard place, the proverbial hard place, because the hard place is not one Shanahan, it's two Shanahans. So all of a sudden, in a shock to me, you've seen the light and come over to my side, and you're picking the 49ers, which is so wrong for about 49 reasons. But in the end, for one reason, you were right, because I've been trying to explain to you all the week, and I'm not even in the Hall of Fame. I don't know where I understand all this, but I've been trying to explain to you all week. You're right that the 49ers are just better. They're just the better football team, and they are going to win this game. Wow. So now I'm going to give you my 4 takeaways from Super Bowl week, and I'm going to start with this one. I told you in my life, and I go back to Super Bowl 13 covering this game. I covered Tom Landry's Cowboys against those vaunted Pittsburgh Steelers. It was the first time they met in the Super Bowl right here in Miami. It was a long time ago, but that's how far back I go. I have never seen a quarterback more overhyped before his first Super Bowl than Patrick Mahomes Jordan.
He's not over. Is he not as good as advertised?
I don't know, because he did win the MVP 2 years ago, and then by his standards, he had an okay year, but it was only an okay year. And then everything broke exactly right for them in the postseason. They got breaks, they got huge upsets thanks to the Cinderella Titans, and then they got to play 10-6 Houston at home, and they got to play 9-7 Tennessee at home. And they fell behind 24-0, and they were just a force of nature in the comeback, but they were behind 24-0. Did Mahomes have something to do with it? Yeah, he had something to do with that, because he wasn't very good early, and they did drop a lot of balls, but he wasn't sharp either. And then they fell behind to the Titans, 17-7. They roared back, but he wasn't very good early. So I'm not completely sold. Maybe he'll put on the show of shows. Maybe he will be a one-man Harlem Globetrotters on Sunday. Maybe he'll be throwing behind his back passes, between his legs passes. Maybe there'll be a halftime skills competition, and he'll come out and win it in ways that we've never seen before. And everybody will thrust him into the Hall of Fame. Maybe that will happen. Maybe he'll go on to win 7 straight Super Bowls and eclipse the great Tom Brady. Well, I don't know. But the point is, this week has been coronation, foregone conclusion for Patrick Mahomes. And here's the point. The San Francisco 49ers are sick and tired of hearing about Mahomes boy. You know it, and I know it. If you had been on the other team, you would just be spoiling to get out and get even with him, because you're going to play like you're sick and tired of him.
Well, Skip, it happened to us in Super Bowl 32, our first one when we played the Packers in San Diego.
Brett Favre.
They were the reigning champ.
Yeah.
Brett Favre was the 3-time regular season MVP, and they were 11-point favorites. The NFC had won 14 straight.
How many times privately that week did you say, we're going to show that sorry?
We said that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot privately. And Mike reinforced that we were a better football team than them. But, Skip, I think the biggest thing for me is that if you look at a 49er-based offense and they run the football, they were second in the league in scoring. What they can do, the way to beat Patrick Mahomes, and always has been the way, is to possess the ball. Skip, I don't care. If you give him enough cracks at you, I don't care how good your defense is, he'll figure you out.
Yep.
You know, they have too much talent.
Okay.
They can figure you out. Mike Shanahan and Kyle will come up with a game plan to run the football, to possess it, and keep Patrick Mahomes' possessions to a minimum. You give him 13, 14, 15 possessions, what teams normally get in the game, Skip, you're not beating them.
All right. So, to my second takeaway from Super Bowl week. Andy Reid has become the biggest sympathetic figure coach we've ever had going into a Super Bowl. Everybody loves...
He's so likable.
Dear old, what do you call him, Red, right? Dear old Red. He's a couple of pounds heavy, and everybody loves him, and because he looks like Santa Claus. You know, like he's like a big old affable Santa Claus. Yep. So the point is that you love him because he's had so much playoff heartache, because he's never been that great in the postseason. He's 14-14, and that's with some recent success. He's now 2-5 in championship games, NFC or AFC, which is not that great. And here's what a lot of people have missed about Andy